Ah, Brazil. Okay, so I'm staying at like a compound, gated compound, I guess, in this region, because they have no beaches. They have a bunch of little resort type places so people can get their pool fix in, their nature vibe, because the city is quite city-like. You know, millions of people, a lot of buildings, not as much green. So they created their own little green areas with the water. And I guess they're part of like associations. So in certain jobs, you could pay, you know, not the craziest amount a month, and then you could come here, go swim with your family. You get discounts for the food. You get a really big discount if you want to stay the night. So it's kind of, I don't know, like a timeshare almost, but a lot of the times it's done through companies or I believe unions. It's kind of a neat idea. I guess this region gets made fun of a lot because they don't have any beaches, and obviously the beach life and party and relaxing by water is a big Brazilian thing. So I think it's a good solution. It's pretty interesting. It's like a walled compound, right? So going through a normal kind of shady Brazilian neighborhood, I'm about 30-40 minutes outside the city center, and all of a sudden you come across big walls, and going from a total metropolitan type atmosphere to all this green, relaxation, big safety, but there's just big gates and there's security guards, so kind of interesting. Okay, I don't have much video content, unfortunately. Been a little sick, and I've been getting back in the flow of my part-time profession, but I wrote this up on Instagram relating to a reel, and I'm going to read it for you. It's my thoughts on Brazil. I've spent a decent amount of time in the south. I met many Brazilians traveling, and now I'm in the middle north area, and I should be here for a while. But here's what I've gotten from this country. As I've ventured around the globe, I've seen some incredible sights, but none of them compare to Brazil. This is a nation of contrast, where impassioned people live in one of the most hazardous countries in the world. You'll find the church is ever present in Brazilian society, yet you'll also spot people wearing thong bikinis everywhere. You'll see some of the most stunning landscapes, yet also find row after row of homes with barbed wire walls. You won't find another culture as welcoming, yet an iPhone costs 3 times as much due to isolationist policies. Despite Brazil being home to the 8th most amount of billionaires in the world, it has a long, long history of inequality and poverty. Brazil is a world of its own, speaking Portuguese instead of Spanish like the rest of Latin America. The contradictions, they never stop. The people of Brazil are alive, and when you're among them, you can feel their energy, their enthusiasm for life. They know how to celebrate, but they're also familiar with how to endure. It's a place that does not make any rational sense, yet is also a place that will make you feel more alive than anywhere else. Regrettably, no matter who is in charge in Brazil, the same situation repeats itself. The wealthy get wealthier, while the majority of the population struggles. It's no wonder why Brazil is often referred to as the country of the future. It's a heavenly paradise for the affluent. But despite the political and economical issues plaguing the country, the people of Brazil are still some of the most lively, dynamic people I've ever encountered. And this is without speaking their language most of the time. Their tough passion and resilience is inspiring, and their passion for life is contagious. I am forever grateful for the time I have spent in Brazil and the wisdom it has given me about the power of the human spirit. The video attached, which I will put right now, to this post perfectly encapsulates Brazil. It was a 40-minute Uber ride for $8. This was on a Saturday night, late, with a fellow passenger, a soon-to-be Brazilian doctor, drinking and dancing along the way. She was even forcing the driver to join her with his hands. We were transported away from the madness of the midnight streets. The bumpy potholes beneath us only added to the euphoria. I can never pronounce that word. As we were completely oblivious to the world outside in our own little bubble.